Everybody, welcome to the Friday Night Prepper Pre-Party Show. And today we are going to be doing the giveaway, which we've been talking about, this 1878 Morgan. And we'll get to that in just a minute. We'll give people here a chance to get through commercials, get those notifications out. If you're first time on the channel, hope you like what you see tonight, and I hope you decide to join us. Please hit that subscribe button if you will. And if you're returning, don't forget to hit that like button. Smash that like button down below. It really helps me out. And we're going to do a couple things tonight. Not only we're going to talk about the silver giveaway, which is actually a just a little give back. This is not sponsored by anybody. This is coming out of my own pocket, but this is coming out of just a little giveaway to say thank you to everybody for staying with me through the. There we go. Oh wow, cool. We got the what do they call that? Drost effect going on. Cool. That's pretty neat. Just a little thank you to everybody for staying with me through 2022. It's been a fun year. One of my goals for 2022 was to get to 3,000 subscribers, and we are at 3,200 as of today. So really appreciate you all. And yeah, it's been fun. We're going to talk about some new goals for 2023. Say hi to everybody here. We got Successful Slave in the chat. Got Dove Season. We got Stewart's Prepper, Miss Southern Belle. Billy, always good to see you all. Wasatch Wizard. I've got Greg Bison. I've got Dove Season. Who else do we got here? I saw some other people. Mac was in here earlier. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I hope y'all are ready to celebrate New Year's. We usually lay in at this, for New Year's, to be honest with you. We hang in. It's yeah, I don't know. It's just too much craziness out there with the drunk drivers, and just not worth it for us to mess with it. So we'll have a couple of beverages, we'll have some snacks, and we stay in and we'll watch it on TV. And then we get to play the fun game in my neighborhood, which is fireworks or gunshots. Right? Do you play that in your neighborhood? Try to guess if it's fireworks or gunshots, because we got both. God is great. It's good to see you. Appreciate you. All right, let me go over here to, looks like we've got a few people popping in here. We'll get into the good stuff here. Let's go over the wheel names. Now, if you've been paying attention, I've been talking about this for a full month now. I gave very, very clear rules, very specific instructions on how to enter for this, okay? And I had 17 entries. Now, a few people had put their entries in the wrong spot, and I tried to get word out a week ago, just reminding people this is where it's got to go. A couple people corrected it. So if you did not get on the wheel because you did not get your entry in time, or you didn't enter it in the right place, don't worry. There's more giveaways coming. I promise you that. Actually, I've already been putting a lot of thought into what the next giveaway is going to be. All right. So I'm guessing that some of these people on here tonight, which is not a big deal, we're going to give it one spin on the wheel here. The one that comes up is the winner. Okay. Now I put the rules. If you weren't familiar with the rules and you want to go back and check what it was on the live stream a couple weeks ago that said basically prepper myths busted. You can't eat silver and gold was on the thumbnail. Okay. And the so you can read the comments there. It's the pinned comment. But I am going to be doing more giveaways. So if you weren't eligible for this one, don't worry. Don't worry. Just stay subscribed. Pay attention. You'll see it coming. All right. Good luck to the 17 people on here. Once again, right before I click it, let me just go through this real quick. If your name comes up, it's going to be one time. I'm not doing like wheel of elimination or anything like that. It's one spin. The name that it comes up on is going to be, I'll keep that in mind, Miss Southern Belle. It's going to be the person that comes up, that's the winner. Okay, and so then what you're going to need to do, winner, is you're going to need to email me at businesswithsarge@gmail.com. businesswithsarge@gmail.com. Okay. And that's going to, and then I'm going to give you the next set of instructions, which is I just need to verify so that somebody doesn't try and scam and claim that they are you. So I'll give you one little instruction of what you need to do to prove that you are the right person. Once you do that, give me a U.S. mailing address in the continental U.S. for where I can send it to you, and I will get your coin off to you. I've done many giveaways in the past, so people know I'm good for it. I usually post my pictures and proof of that on Instagram, and some of the winners, some of the past winners, are in the chat right now tonight. So, all right, one more look at this beautiful coin before it's no longer mine. This is the 1878 Morgan, and that came from my local coin shop. It's in pretty good condition. You can see some of the breast feathers still. You can still see Liberty on the headband. Some of her hair is still there. It's not completely slicked out. It's a pretty nice little coin. All right, here we go. I'm going to click it once. Who it lands on is your winner. Good luck to all 17 entries. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good luck, good luck, good luck. All right, Brett Diggerolama. Please get in touch with me. Brett, I apologize for butchering your last name. Please get in touch with me at businesswithsarge@gmail.com, and I will give you the instructions on how to verify, and then we're good to go. Congratulations. That's a really nice coin. You're going to like it. All right. And for everybody else, stay tuned. I'm actually working on setting up for the next giveaway very soon, and it'll be run a little bit differently. I know some people didn't like the instructions on this one, so I did take that into consideration. The next one will be run, be a little bit easier for people to enter, okay? All right, let's go back to our stream. And I have a couple things I want to go through with you tonight. This is probably going to be a short stream, but while I'm talking to you, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in caps. I'll try to catch them. And I want to know, what are your plans for New Year's? And number one, what is your plans for New Year's? And number two, do you make resolutions, right? So I asked this question. You all know I'm a therapist by trade. That's my primary trade. And I asked this question of a lot of people, and I usually get the answer, I don't make resolutions because I don't keep them, right? Well, we're going to fix that tonight. That's what we're going to do. And you all know, if you've been with me for the last 3 years, you know I do set resolutions, and I'm pretty good about keeping them. One of the resolutions that I had from last year that I did not keep, just because time and money became a factor, was to basically relearn my archery skills. Okay, so we're going to bump that one into 2023. But the key to having good resolutions that you're likely to keep is you want to set SMART goals. Okay, so if any of you ever heard of that, do you know what a SMART goal is? It's an acronym, right? So the first one, what do you think the S stands for? I'll give you a second here, see if anybody can throw it in chat. Let's see if you get it. S-Corp. Specific. Your goal needs to be specific, right? So you want to think about, like, so if you want to make more money in 2023, right? How much more money do you want to make? Think about it like that, right? Do you want to make 5% more? Do you want to make $10,000 more? Make it specific, okay? All right. See if you get the next one. All right, next one, measurable. Measurable. How are you going to know if you're, I love it, successful slave. How are you going to know if you've achieved your goal? It's got to be measurable, right? So one of my goals for last year was I want to get to 3,000 subscribers. That's pretty measurable, isn't it? Right? And it's specific. So it's specific and it's measurable. All right. If I didn't make it, I would know I didn't make it. And then you can assess, why didn't you make it? Okay. See if you get the A now. Yeah, attainable or achievable. Yes, either one. Attainable or achievable. So it's got to be realistic, right, Forager Chick and Dragon Girl? It's got to be realistic. It's got to be something that, like, so I can make a goal. Let's say I want to be a professional MMA fighter. That's not achievable at this point in my career. Okay, I've got way too many injuries. I'm too old. That ship has sailed. It's not an achievable goal. If I wanted to get back into martial arts, I could make an achievable goal of, say, I'm going to go twice a week or 3 times a week, right? That's an achievable goal. But for me to say I'm going to be a UFC fighter is not an achievable goal at this point. It's got to be realistic, folks, right? And I know we like to tell people you can be anything you want or you can do anything you want. Well, the reality is there is limitations. See if you get this next one here. What's up, Bacon? Good to see you. All right, realistic or relevant? Yeah, realistic is more the kind of goes with the achievable, but I have seen realistic used for the R as well. Relevant, it's got to matter to you, right? So, you know, I may say, I don't know, I want a goal of skiing, right? I have no interest in skiing. It's not important to me at all. I've never been interested in skiing. I don't like winter sports. You told me maybe snowshoeing on a mountain, I might be able to get into that because I like hiking, or maybe cross-country skiing, I might be able to get into that. But skiing, downhill skiing is not relevant to me. It's just not an interest of mine. So there's no point in even setting a goal like that. It's got to be relevant. It's got to matter to you, okay? And the last one here, so I've seen it called time specific or time oriented. Yep, exactly. When are you going to do this, right? And this is so important with setting goals. You have to think like, okay, when am I going to do this? Because it keeps you accountable to yourself. So I am currently, just as an example, one of my goals, time bound, yeah, that's another way of saying it, exactly. I am currently working with one of my peers who's also a therapist. We have worked together in the past to develop trainings, and then we present them. We get paid for it, right? And she and I have worked really well together in the past. So she contacted me. She said, "Hey, let's set something up again." I said, "That's fantastic. Let's do it. We've always worked really well together." So we now have a date. We're looking for mid-August is what we're trying to set up. So we already know that's our deadline. I know because of this kind of work, I know that I have to have all my paperwork submitted, my outline, my slideshow, my CV, my bio, everything, headshot. I have to have all of that submitted at minimum a month in advance, right? Minimum a month in advance. Yeah, we don't have a lot of ski resorts here. So now we're looking at, so if the training is in mid-August, I know by mid-July, I've got to have everything done. I've got to have everything done. And then that gives me 4 weeks to kind of run through it, sometimes by myself, sometimes with her, practice in the mirror, right? Like all of those things. If I want to be a good presenter, if I want to get booked again, I need to do that. I need to be ready. I need to know my material really well, and I need to be confident when I'm presenting, right? So that means she and I are going to have to get together probably 3 or 4 times between now and mid-July, get everything set up, write our slideshow, go through edits, all of the above. Time specific. It keeps you accountable, okay? So that's thing one, SMART goals. Remember that. SMART goals is really important for setting your resolutions for 2024. Now, I want to talk about this just a little bit more, and I promise you this is going to be a short live stream. I want to go down. Now, we're going to get a little bit new agey here for you, okay? So for those of you, I know my friend Celine likes the new age stuff, but I'm going to tell you, like, if you don't believe in the power of manifestation, I'm going to tell you that there is actually a science to it, from a therapy standpoint, right? So as a therapist, I talk about the power of your cognitions and the importance of managing your cognitions, right? So there is, if you have the right mindset, you're going to be much more likely, homework, you're out, okay, I gotcha. If you have the right mindset, you're going to be much more likely to achieve those goals, okay? And I want you to achieve your goals, no problem. I got you, brother. I want you to achieve your goals, right? So write it down and state it, and not just once. The more you write it down, the more you're starting to put it into your mindset that I am going to do this, right? So let's say, let's go. All right, so this is a SMART goal for me, and I know I can achieve this. I'm gonna pick up sometime in 2023, between now and the end of 2023. I'm gonna pick up 20 ounces of silver and at least a half ounce of gold. Very realistic for me. I've been able to do that in the past. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do it now. right? So I'm going to write this down in my own journal or wherever you write down your goals, right? State it, write it down, and then start thinking about it, and think about it every single day. Think about it before you go to bed, all right? The next step, going down here, you have to believe that you deserve it and that you're ready to receive it, right? So this is where the negative thinking piece comes in. And again, you could be talking about manifestation and the law of attraction. I'm talking about cognitive behavioral therapy and positive thinking and managing your mindset, right? It's the same thing. Different steps, but it's the same dance, right? So if you don't believe that you deserve it and you don't believe that you're ready to have it, what do you think is going to happen with your behaviors? You're not going to do it, right? You're not going to do it. You're not going to achieve that goal. So you really have to work on that mindset. If you have those doubts slipping in, which we all do, just kick them to the curb. Keep working on that. You got to manage those negative thoughts. This is what I do all day long with my patients, is get them to understand that if you think something like, let's just change it up a little bit. Forget about goals for a second. If you think something like, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm unlovable, I'm worthless, right? How does that make you feel? I feel pretty crappy just saying those 4 or 5 things just right now. And because your brain automatically starts releasing neurotransmitters based on what you're thinking and saying, okay? And it's real quick. Keep my head out of the clouds, keep it realistic. Absolutely, progress from one goal to the next, make steps. I love that. So what if I was to let's take one of those, right? So I need to lose little bit of weight. I know that. I'm going to be honest and accountable. I've been skipping the gym. I've been eating candy for Christmas and cookies and stuff, right? But me saying I'm fat, when you do that, you release a certain set of neurotransmitters in your brain that's going to make you feel crappy. Okay. And you are the more crappy you feel, the more you're going to try to self-soothe. And how do you think I'm going to self-soothe if I feel crappy? I'm going to reach for cookies and candy, right? So I'm not saying you don't deny, like that you deny that you need to work on stuff, right? But there's a different way to say it. So instead of saying I'm fat, I might say, hey, I need to get on my health. I need to work on this. I've done good in the past. I've been able to shake off the weight in the past. I can get fit. I'll feel better, right? I'll be able to have more energy when I'm hiking, which I love hiking. I'm going to look better for my wife. I love to, I like attention. I like if somebody's looking at me. Yeah, absolutely. All that stuff guess what's happening in my brain right now, just as I'm saying that? I'm releasing a different set of neurotransmitters. It's more of the feel-good kind of stuff. We're talking about serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, right? And guess which one's going to help you achieve your goals better? Is it going to be the cortisol, or is it going to be the dopamine, the endorphins? It's going to be the positive ones, right? So this is your mindset. Absolutely matters. Believe that you deserve it, and believe that you're ready to receive it. Yeah, exactly. I need to punish myself. You must suffer. Hey, Unc, it's good to see you. Good to see everybody who dropped in here. We're getting near the end here. Stay with me. I'm almost done. All right. So then the next step here is imagine how you will feel once it is achieved, right? Because that's also part of sustaining those good chemicals in your brain. And as you visualize it, visualize how good it feels to achieve those goals, you're going to take more steps to get there. Your behaviors are driven by your feelings. What sucks for me is knowing I am so sick does not help. Yeah, I know. And I've got limitations too, Billy. I used to be able to do a lot more stuff, but I had a health issue. So I'm going to be realistic. I'm not probably going to run any marathons this year, but I can do some walking. I can do some weightlifting. I can hit the heavy bag still. I just can't do some of the stuff that I used to do. I got to be realistic. So as you imagine how you feel once it's achieved, your brain is naturally, your behaviors are going to follow your feelings. Your feelings are going to follow your thoughts. This is literally how it works. And this is literally how, people are able to change their mindset to achieve great things. All the successful people in the world are doing this stuff here. Okay. They're visualizing it. They're making smart goals. They're writing it down, right? So this is not just like voodoo stuff or one of my patients called it woosah. I don't know what that means, but you know, it's mindset. It's mindset, and mindset matters. And I wish I knew this when I was young. I really do. And yeah, and I believe sometimes it's fake it till you make it, like practice, right? Practice. All right, I think there's one more here. And this is, again, just visualizing that your goal is already achieved. Visualize that you're getting what you need, because that, again, will drive the steps, right? And a great time to do this visualization is when you're meditating or right before you go to sleep, right? So much happens right before you go to sleep. Exactly, guys. Exactly, guys. Well, so much is happening right before you go to sleep. You're opening up your subconscious, and your subconscious is going to do things, process stuff from the day, process your fears, process your victories, your fantasies. All of that stuff is happening while you're sleeping. So in that time space when you're falling asleep, that window is opening, and you can insert some stuff in there that's going to help you, right? So before you go to bed, visualize your goals already happening, okay? This stuff really helps a lot. And remember, always go back to, if you're setting those SMART goals up the top there, you know, then you're setting yourself up for success. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Forager Chick. By the way, y'all, Forager Chick's going to be guesting on the show soon, and you guys are really going to like that. She is an awesome, fantastic foraging instructor, and also an expert on mushroom inoculation, and I have tons of questions for her, so you guys can start thinking about that too. All right, let's see. Is there any questions about any of that stuff? So this is just, again, this is just whether you want to call it manifestation, whether you want to call it law of attraction, you want to call it setting New Year's resolutions. Thank you. Whether you want to call it, you know, basically setting goals for yourself. Try this out. If you've not been able to achieve your goals in the past, work with this for your resolutions, right? I've had really, really good success with probably like an 80 or maybe even a little bit higher than 80% of the New Year's resolutions that I set, I've kept. So stick with these rules, these guidelines, and you're going to be in good shape, okay? So as I wind this down, Bacon, could you do me a favor, just because I don't have your window open? Can you drop your link in there too for people? And Prepping by Faith, can you drop hers in there as well? And Prepping by Faith, are you going live tonight or no? Bacon usually goes live later on tonight and streams late into the night. So if you're going to be up, grab yourself a beverage, go hang out there. He's got a great stream, lots of fun. And Prepping by Faith sometimes goes on 8:30. I don't know if she's on tonight or not. But some of my goals for this year, let's do channel goals first. I would like to, no, I'm going to say it the right way. I will have 10,000 subscribers at the end of 2023. I will have 10,000 subscribers at the end of okay, no problem. So I will have 10,000 subscribers at the end of 2023. Let's set some financial goals here. I will accumulate 20 more ounces of silver. Let's set some professional goals. I will do 3 live presentations for my consulting agency. 3 live presentations for 2023. And let's see, training and prepping goals. Let's see. I will relearn archery this year. In 2023, I will acquire a bow and relearn archery this year. Okay. And I will plant 2 new fruit trees this year. Okay. So you see how you're saying it with the positive, not I might, I'll try. It's I will, right? And these are everything that I just said, super realistic for me, super achievable. Well, let's get to it, folks. Yeah, I saw that they've been giving you a hard time, man. I'm so sorry. All right, let's start to wind this one down, folks. I really appreciate you. If you enjoyed this, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, if you're watching this on replay, again, just keep in mind, if you missed this giveaway, there is more coming. Okay, so stay subscribed there. Really appreciate it. And drop me a comment if you're new to the channel. You can let me know who you are. Appreciate that too. And to the winner, let me go back to that screen here. Yep, there's your winner, Brett Diggerolama. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with me, Brett. businesswithsarge@gmail.com, and I will give you the instructions to verify just to make sure it's you and not somebody trying to scam, okay? Appreciate you all. Have a great New Year's Eve. Be safe. Hug your loved ones. Hug your pets. Y'all know what where we just went through with our dog. You know, remember, they're only with us for a short period of time. So appreciate them while you got them. Show them lots of love. And if you get the chance, get outside. We're supposed to rain here tomorrow, but Sunday's supposed to warm up. And Mrs. Sarge and I are going to try to get outside. I might see if I can talk her into heading to Folly Beach with me. We'll see. Y'all keep planting your seeds. Keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.